What's going on, everybody? Joel here from State 48 Exotics, and we have another video. We have another snake room update. We have a clutch, awesome. So we're gonna pull that clutch, and then after we get that clutch pulled, we're gonna jump into my thoughts kind of on egg cutting. You know, with hatchling season coming up really shortly. So the first couple weeks of July, we'll start to get our hatchlings kind of, you know, emerging from their shells. So a very exciting time, but with that always comes to cut or not to cut. So I want to talk about that a little bit, and then you know, that's kind of the video. So let's get this clutch pulled and see what we got. Okay. Boom. There she is, sitting on eggs. There's the update, everybody, from last week's video. Mystic Clown girl right here. That was bred to the Fire Yellow Belly Clown het pied, so all gonna be clowns, which is really cool. And we got Phoenix over here, making sure everything's okay, letting us know that he should be in the video too. So here he is. Here's a little update on Phoenix, hanging out in the snake room while I do snake chores. But again, there she is. So pumped on that. Come on, bro. Okay, so this girl here, this is the one. I think she's gonna lay any day. I honestly think there's a really good chance she lays tonight. So if she does, I'm gonna add it so that you know I cut it out, and then we're gonna see her on actual eggs. But yep, very excited for her. She is a pastel lesser GHI hypo, obviously, and she was paired to our hypo white lace. And last, you know, we missed on the hypo laces last year, but the year before we hatched out some really cool hypo lace animals, and I just really like what hypo does in most combos, and this should be great. GHI hypo lace, it's going to be phenomenal. I can't wait to see it. Adding pastel in there, I think, is a heck of a touch, actually. You know, just really this snake in lace is hopefully what we hit, because she is so pretty. Obviously a little boring right now, but yeah, she is stunning. So very excited for this clutch. Ooh, here he is. So this is the hypo white lace male. He is finally back on food. He took the entire breeding season off. This dude didn't eat for like 6 months straight, so he got a little stringy, but he was a champ. So very excited for some of his offspring this year. But what an incredible looking animal, right? Like lace. It's almost like Xanthic with some like greens in it. But cannot wait for his babies, and cannot wait to do the, you know, the cool video. These are kind of, you know, these are the setup videos to what we all really want to see. So can't wait for video number 2 on this guy. Got the egg box all set up. Used just a, you know, little blend in there. We've done everything from egg crates to easy hatch trays. We've done sponges. I've done everything. This year, we're going back to old glory here. We're just putting it straight on the substrate, mildly warm. Pro tip, if you're lazy like me and you don't have these set up yet, take a little warm water and fill these up. That is how you set up an egg box. Well, as it turns out, pulled that clutch, had this all set up, didn't hit record, so we'll never know. We'll never know if I actually pulled that clutch or not. But we did get 4 eggs, fantastic. They'll all be clowns, which is really cool. You know, that Yellow Belly Fire clown put in a lot of work this year. So we're gonna see a ton of his offspring this year, and honestly, I can't wait. He's wicked looking snake, and Mystic, really cool gene, but extremely excited. Like, if we can get a Fire Yellow Belly Mystic, I'm gonna be super pumped. I think that snake is gonna look incredible, and I'm sure they've been made, but they haven't been made here yet, so I'm very excited for that clutch. I want to say they're all going to be het pied, but they're all at a minimum pos het pieds, and can't go wrong with that. You know, working those double recessives is kind of the name of the game right now. But we will get me pulling a clutch this year with the girl from a second ago. We'll get her all pulled out. I'm sure she's gonna lay, you know, within the next couple of days. So very excited for that. Lace, right? You can't say enough about lace. It is the future right now, especially over here. So excited for that clutch, all hypos. So again, you know, can't go wrong working the recessives. So that's our direction for the most part. Yeah, so aforementioned snake egg cutting, to cut or not to cut. So we have always cut, always, since we started this, I've always cut. I have cut differently kind of every year. I used to pretty much religiously only do cutting when I see that first pip. The very first kind of season, I almost let everything pip before I cut. You know, if there was like a straggler in there, I cut that one. And then it was, you know, kind of first pip, and then it was, you know, eventually it just got to timing it, right? You know, I was timing my days, had a pretty good handle on the incubator and kind of when everything usually hatched. But with that, I have moved. And so I think that maybe, you know, it just changes things, right? Different climate, different elevation, everything's just a little bit different up here. So last year we pretty much cut all of our eggs at like 57 to 58 days. And for the most part, everything went fantastic. But I will say last year seemed like we lost more babies than ever before. And some of those clutches that we cut on those days, none of them had pipped yet. And so I guess my point is, you know, we all really, the only reason we're cutting is because, you know, we want to see what's in the egg. We're not patient enough. They wouldn't get cut in the wild. They have an egg tube. They're designed for the job, right? And I know there's the common argument that, you know, you're potentially saving a life-threatening condition that's inside the egg that we can't see, right? Whatever it may be. And that may be the case, but I will say, we have a few hundred eggs under our belt now after the years, and I have never seen anything weird in the egg. So those cases, though they do occur, seem to be exceedingly rare, right? Like a lot of people are worried about 1 in 16 odds, and then they're more worried about like a twisted umbilical or something going on inside that snake egg, which is like probably a 1 in, at least 200. And being that it's, for me, I think this year I have decided we are gonna do the pipping approach, right? I just, maybe last year there was a lot of variables, right? It could have nothing to do with the cutting. So I'm not telling y'all to not cut. Everybody does it, right? Everybody does it. And things are great. The ball python species is not hurting, right? So we have a few of them here, and we're real good at hatching them out, and it's a tried and true method. But I will say, it seemed like last year I had a higher mortality rate than usual, and I was doing timed cutting rather than pip day cutting. And so that's kind of my 2 cents on cutting. I really think that you should maybe give them a little more time, right? I know there's gonna be people out there that completely disagree with that, and that is fine. That's just what we're gonna do this year. We're gonna revert back to some old stuff that worked really well for us. Just kind of like our incubator setup, the box setup. It worked really well for us. So I'm going back to my basics, and with that, I hope we have a really great year. And we're gonna know soon. We're gonna start getting some pips actually, and then maybe we'll do some cuts after that. But we're a couple weeks away. Very excited for the season. I'm seeing everybody start hatch out these crazy combos. Saw a stranger GHI clown today. Insane. Thing's crazy looking. So very, very excited to join the hunt, get in the race, and with any luck, we can hatch out some cool stuff this year. But anyways, rants aside, thank you all so much for tuning in. Be ready for hopefully some new baby videos. It's the best time of year, right? But I hope your season's going great. Your day, your morning, your night, evening, wherever you're at is even better. And until next time, we will see ya.